What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you, and I genuinely mean thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a very special video. It's going to be extremely educational. We're looking at something very abnormal that's happening in the silver market. I was watching actually my co-host's video today. He went into his local coin shop and he asked the owner how much he would pay for American Eagles compared to some of the other silver that he was selling, which I'll show the clip here in a second. And I was shocked, astonished of what the local coin shop owner said. Here's a little snippet.
I'm about to go into that coin shop to sell some silver because I'm running the risk of losing money if I don't sell ASAP.
So, Silver Eagles, it's pretty much the highest premium coin that you can buy. It's also the highest premium coin when you sell. So, I'm going to be paying you, I like even numbers, I don't really like dealing in change, so I'm going to be paying you $3.79 over spot to make it an even $28 an ounce.
Now I'm sure you can tell why I wanted to make this video. To say American Eagles are the highest premium coin you can buy and sell is extremely interesting, so I do want to talk about it. But before we jump into this topic, I wanted to share something. This is a book from a fellow silver stacker's wife called Period of Mourning. They did not pay me to promote this. I wanted to help them out because as he emailed me about this book, it actually was the next stepping stone that pushed me to write my own silver stacking book, and he even gave me the resources to do so and get it published. So no amount of money can equal that type of value. Generally, she writes about romance, but also has paranormal elements to them, which I think is very cool and interesting. This one is about a paranormal romance story with a vengeful ghost. You can see on the front, it says her true love passed, but his angry spirit remains. I'm going to read this myself. The link is in the description. Please, if you want to help out a fellow silver stacker and his wife, he is also an author. I really hope you would. This would help them out a lot. To write a book and have that type of determination is truly inspiring, and especially as they are the reason why I'm actually gonna be able to get my own silver stacking book published is invaluable itself. So links in the description. Now let's talk about how and why American Eagles have the highest premium out of all silver coins for buying and selling. That really goes to show how much the silver markets are changing. I know that a lot of you who just started buying, that's probably normal, but that is not normal. American Eagles used to be the cheapest over spot, $1.02 over spot. If you've been buying silver for longer than three or so years, you would know this. But as soon as the global situation hit, and the U.S. Mint announced that there is a silver shortage and that they have to put a limited mintage number on the Type 1 and Type 2 Eagles, that is when premiums really started to rise because silver is scarce now. And an actual mint admitted it, and not just the U.S. Mint, Perth Mint, Royal Mint, all admitted it. Actually, now the Royal Mint scrapping silver out of cell phones, trying to get some silver back. I do think recycling is going to have a bigger play in the silver world coming up as they realize how much silver is actually needed, which is a whole nother topic that we talked about on the Silver Stacking podcast filmed yesterday, which, by the way, the second podcast is live now on the channel. The link's also in the description. I personally firsthand have experienced this growing premium, almost spot price detached from the physical price. Spot price is irrelevant. It really is. And as the silver shortage gets worse and worse, we're going to start to really see that the gap is only going to get bigger, not shrink, because silver is going to become more and more scarce, which is pushing the premium higher. If you really want proof that it is the shortage, go on APMEX or anywhere, look at gold and look at the premiums for gold. Gold doesn't have premiums because gold isn't scarce. Only silver is. US Mint announced a silver shortage, not a gold shortage. Also, what makes this even more alarming is that I made a video a couple days ago, which I highly recommend you go check out, talking about and looking at the US Mint's first month of January sales. The US Mint usually produces around 13 million ounces per year nowadays. It used to be up to 40 million, so on, but that was a decade ago. Nowadays, 13 million. They had to put a mintage cap, and they ran out of 13 million ounce. They couldn't even produce the 13 million ounce mintage cap. And that's from the Type 1 and Type 2 Eagles, obviously. They had to make an emergency million supply from the San Francisco Mint at the end of the year. They, in the first month of January this year, sold 5 million ounces of silver coins, not gold. That is alarming to say the least, and I think that the silver shortage is going to really rock the boat this year in terms of realization beyond just us, beyond just the US Mint even that announced it, and beyond just silver stackers, but the industrial sector as well, which is going to play a whole new factor into price rising and people realizing the critical role that silver plays to literally make the world go round. If we don't have enough silver for solar panels, how in the world is the world going to go green? We're talking about zero net emissions by the year 2040. How is that possible if we don't have enough solar panels, or if we can't produce the solar panels and can't produce these electric vehicles to do so? We always talk about, silver hitting $100, $500. Yeah, but then what? Right? We get a pretty penny, right? We are able to profit, but life still goes on. What happens after that? Does that entail Tesla having to cut back production, going out of business, and not just Tesla and Elon Musk, but every industry being hit? Does this entail Joe Biden coming out and saying the Green New Deal has to be put on halt because we don't have enough silver? And if that happened, what would that do to the price of silver? Investing 101, low supply, high demand shoots the price up. Now, not only just coming from the silver shortage aspect, you also have interest rates, inflation, the dollar collapsing, but then we also have the political side, the economy. There's a lot going on, even with Poland and yada yada, and the global situation. If silver ever had throughout history a time to really skyrocket, it would be in the coming couple of years. That's a whole nother video I'll be making very soon, but I do want to keep the subject on these Eagles. We are going to see the gap between spot price at $23, $24 and Eagles keep rising as they are more scarce. And we even could see premiums growing on coins like Maples and Kookaburras. Now, Kookaburras would be a very dangerous coin to become scarce because they're only minted around 300 to 500,000 per year. That's a lot smaller than 13 million ounces at the US Mint. If Kookaburras, which is from the Perth Mint, which is also having a hard time finding silver blanks to make these coins, if those have that's one of the reasons why kookaburras are quote unquote high premium or semi numismatic coins, which are collectible on top of just the bullion aspect of them. That would push the premium up extremely high. So, as he says, and this is the point I'm getting to, as he says, American Eagles are the highest premium coin to buy and sell. From his perspective and at his coin shop, yes, that is true. He can set the prices. On eBay, that's a different story. But I do think that this will catch up over time, and American Eagles could become the new Panda. That is really good for people who's been buying a lot of American Eagles for the last 10 years at spot price or close to spot, especially since the average price of silver for the last 10 years has been $15. You can make a pretty penny nowadays. Even though silver hasn't skyrocketed, if you've been buying silver at $15 spot and getting American Eagles at $15, $16, only a dollar or so over spot, and now you could sell that same coin for $40, maybe even more, that's a really good profit. I mean, that's almost amounting to the $100 silver we all dreamt of, or even 50. So the whole reason that this is so important to talk about is because a lot of people still do, including myself, buy pandas. Are pandas worth it now, or are American Eagles the new coin? Remember, he said the highest premium for buying and selling. Buying means you have to pay more. So I wouldn't recommend a beginner to be buying American Eagles. That's almost considered a high premium. See, a lot of people get semi-numismatic coins mixed in with the word high premium. Semi-numismatic coins, and I just have to say this real quick so you understand what I'm about to talk about. Semi-numismatic coins, as the coin's price is influenced from the metal inside of it and the collectible aspect. Numismatic coins only sold as it's collectible. A lot of times there's not even precious metals inside. Bullion is only sold for the metal, no collectible value. So coins like kookaburras and pandas, it is sold for the 1 ounce inside, but there also is a collectible value, whether the design changes every year, whether there's low mintage numbers like kookaburras only 300,000, whether it's even just the mint itself, if it's from a very, like Perth mint, they're very respected. So even just the mint can create a coin to become, I guess, more collectible. Now, American Eagle's standard bullion coin design stays the same, very boring. It should just be a bullion coin, but now we're talking about a bullion coin that, since it is scarce, but also since the U.S. Mint is becoming more controversial, right? The U.S. You can take an American Eagle anywhere across the world, and someone will know that that coin equals value. They might not understand why, but that's the only coin that's recognizable worldwide as a sign of wealth. China, and even my local coin shop owner mentioned this, since, right, China isn't very liked across the world, especially from things where things were created, that could affect the price of pandas right now. I don't think that would be forever or very long lived, but it could right now. So maybe I would stay away from selling pandas. I wouldn't be selling any silver right now anyways. And TJ, my co-host, he made the video of him selling $7,000+ of silver as an educational video. Now, it was extremely educational to look at and by the way, you need to go watch that entire video because he brings in different types of silver and actually gold and he compares his experience and even shows him setting up an eBay account, and just to see the difference between my local coin shop owner, which I've interviewed personally several times, and his local coin shop is invaluable information, right? And I'm sure that your local coin shop's different as well. Local coin shops are in a very sticky situation nowadays since spot price is detached from the physical price. Local coin shops usually go by spot price. And actually, his local coin shop owner, which TJ told me this personally, I don't know if it's in the video, but he told me that his local coin shop, when a high premium silver coin comes in, will look on eBay and see what the average price is. Most coin shops don't do that. They either bust open the red book, which if you don't know what the red book, it's a book that's red. I might have it somewhere around here. It's a book that's red, and it shows every price of the U.S. Mint's coins, whether it's a Morgan, whatever it is, America the Beautiful series. A lot of times they'll do that if you have a U.S. minted coin, obviously, or they'll price it out of whatever they sell it as. I mean, my local coin shop, most coins he's going to give a flat price of $3-4 over spot, depending on the coin, unless it's some type of obviously collectible coin that isn't sold just for the metal. But in his opinion, silver is silver. He doesn't care how pretty the coin is. He doesn't care, any of that. He's buying the 1 ounce inside of that coin, not how cool it looks, which can be dangerous because some of these coins we're paying $40+ for. Pandas are expensive, right? Pandas, even before this global situation, were always expensive, having high premiums, which is because they double, triple, quadruple over the next 2 decades. So goes to show that you really have to understand each coin shop you go into, how they price their silver, and also what your coins are truly worth, because I'm sure a lot of people are paying extremely high premiums for American Eagles. I've seen them as high as $50 on Amazon, getting their heads ripped off because they won't be able to sell that coin at that same premium. Investing in silver like that, you will not make money. You won't even break even most of the time. So be careful. And we actually talked about that in the podcast yesterday that will be aired next Friday. By the way, the first 1,000 subscribers are going to be eligible to win silver. So, and we're already like 700 or something. So there's only a few spots left. Go over to the Silver Stacking Podcast. Go subscribe. By the time this video comes out, actually it'll be tonight, there's probably going to be even less spots open. So make sure you go do that. And also check out TJ's channel. He's only like 20 subs away from 10K. Please go subscribe to his channel and get him to 10K. He's only 20 subs away. That channel is so good, as you watched in the beginning of this video. His quality is amazing. He does like little skits in all of his videos. It's impressive, and it makes me want to step up the quality of my content. Plus, he's so smart. He's a genius. Like, literally, I picked him for a very specific reason, which if you watch the podcast, you'll be able to tell why, or even his channel. He's a genius. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'd love to know what you thought about this topic. I know it's a longer video, but if you stuck around through the whole video, thank you. That really goes to show your personality. You should pat yourself on the back. Most people probably clicked off this video within 3-4 minutes, thinking that they know it all, thinking that they don't need to know anymore. But you stuck around to get every piece of information. And honestly, the most important part of the video was towards the end. So pat yourself on the back. I appreciate you for sticking around. Make sure you like the video. Help this information get out there. Also subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. Also, make sure to go check out Period of Mourning from Karen Robinson and go help another fellow Silver Stacker's wife out and himself. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.